What's good, family? Welcome to the Betting Exchange live on MSG, where every day we debate the picks for tonight's action and take you through the process on how we got there. I'm your host, Jeff Johnson, your boy from Queens, New York, who's always just trying to be better than his last bet. You know that's hard. But I got my family here with me to help me with that. First up, Erik Coleman. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Jeff? Erik Coleman here. Listen, if you bet with us last week, we put a little change in your pocket. Follow us this week. I'm excited to see what everyone has in store. It's going to be a great week.
Anytime that we're making money for the people and for ourselves, that's always a good thing. Katie Mox is going on, co-host.
What's up, guys? How's it going? I like a little change in my pocket as well. As you maybe know by now, I'm Katie Mox, your resident degenerate gambler, and I'm on a little bit of a hot streak here. I'm wearing red to reflect that, so we're hoping to keep this going, right, guys?
I know, I need that heat in my bank account, too. And on the other side of the screen, from Baltimore, Alex Glaze. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
What's going on, Jeff? Listen, I always get asked, how much do I love football? Tonight, I'm going to watch some dude named Davis Mills play quarterback. So I think that answers that question. And hopefully tonight, we're going to help you all pick some winners from that game.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw a meme earlier today that said that no one outside of Texas or Carolina would be watching this game if there weren't for sports bettors. So you're welcome to the NFL.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we're better acquainted, why don't we start this off with a little pregame section? What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's get
it going.
All right, well, Thursday night football tonight, as we said, we've got the Panthers taking on the Texans. Pretty big spread here, 8.5 points. Lines are subject to change all the way up until game time, but this is the biggest spread between these two teams in their matchup history. They've seen each other 6 times. The last 3 times, the Panthers have won and covered the spread. Of course, we got Tyrod Taylor out. We got Davis Mills, the rookie, as Alex said, is in tonight. Who do you think covers this spread? 8.5, kind of big. Who do you like?
Oh, listen, I am riding with the Carolina Panthers. Right now, you got Sam Darnold. He's making more positive plays than mistakes. And who I'm really watching out for is Christian McCaffrey. He's starting to cook a little bit, but he hasn't had a breakout game yet. And Houston, they've given up 3 rushing touchdowns to the Browns last week. And that's the type of recipe that you rather would leave on TikTok and YouTube and not try to cook because it's going to blow up on your face.
Yep.
Plus, the Panthers only gave up 7 points last week to the Saints, which, not going out on a limb here, I think they're a little bit better on offense than the Texans. So I'm riding with the Panthers. I think they cover all the way.
All right, 1 vote for the Panthers. I like it. Erik, who you got?
I'm riding shotgun with Jeff on this one. I'm going with the Panthers as well. Last time I checked, the Carolina Panthers have the #1 defense in the league, and they decimate young quarterbacks. So Davis Mills is going to be in for a long day today. Offensively, Sam Darnold is hitting his stride. Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, so many weapons. Christian McCaffrey, as you mentioned. This is a very good football team. They're playing great on both sides of the ball. They're going to win big today, going with the Panthers.
All right, we're rolling deep with the Panthers right now. Alex, you going to give us the Texans? I kind of think you won't, but let's see.
Oh, man, well, this game opened up this week at 7.5, and now it's moved to Carolina laying 8.5 points. And I think that's most books trying to scramble to protect themselves from that number getting teased down. Look, but Davis Mills, this is going to be baptism by fire for him tonight. I usually do not like siding with the public. There's a reason why Vegas has those beautiful resorts, and it's not because the public wins a whole lot, but I'm rolling with the public tonight, and I'm going to lay the points with the Panthers.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we've got some crew love going on tonight, guys, because I am also going to take the Panthers here, minus the 8.5 points. It's a large spread. I will say, if it wasn't for this game, I might look into the first half of this game, guys, because look, the Panthers get off to a really hot start. They have outscored their opponents 33-0 in the first half, and they've outgained them to 572 to 172 yards. So they kind of start to let up a little bit in that second half, but hey, we're all riding with the 8.5. But you at home maybe look into the first half. Alex, what do you think of first half bets? Is that something you like to place?
Sometimes first half bets pay off. One other thing, one point I want to make about this game as well. Usually when you get a rookie quarterback coming in, you think that he's going to be able to rely on the run game a lot, but that's not going to be the case tonight. The Panthers defense, one of the best running defenses as well. This is just going to be a nasty game. So, Katie, if you're rolling with that first half number, that might be the best play for you, but I don't think Carolina's going to have any trouble covering tonight.
Yeah, all right. Well, I hear you. Now, from a defensive perspective, right, we got an NFL player here. How exciting is it for defenders to see someone like Davis Mills coming in the game?
Oh, man, as a safety, I'm licking my chops right now. Listen, as a safety, our job is to confuse the quarterback pre-snap. Because if a quarterback knows the coverage before the snap, there's a play to beat every coverage. If you make him make that decision while he's dropping back in the pocket, that's when the trouble comes. And for a young quarterback with no experience, with Hassan Reddick hunting down behind him, it's going to be a long day for Davis Mills. So I'm going to go with the Panthers. I would love this opportunity as a defender.
Oh, and we want to keep you here, though, with us, sir. So, all right, you're watching the Betting Exchange live on MSG.
We're going to
the Big Bet Theory
next. You already know what it is.
Ooh, I like
we got
that.
a lot of games in store for you.
We do. All right, don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to be right back with the Big Bet Theory.
Welcome back to the Betting Exchange, and you already know what time it is. It's time for the Big Bet Theory. I'm asking questions along the spectrum of sports and betting. If you get the questions right, you get points. If you don't, you got the opportunity to steal. And our winner today gives you the New York Sure Shot, where you're giving the local team lock for the evening. Are you ready?
We ready?
All right, let's get it going. First up, we're going to the NFL. Can you name the one NFL game this week with the largest spread at 10.5 and the smallest over-under for points at 41.5? Katie, who you got?
Jets Broncos.
Jets Broncos,
Looked at this
you're
one earlier
correct,
today.
100 points. So, Alex, talk to me for a second. It seems like Vegas has no faith in the Jets offense. What does this mean for bettors going forward?
I think you're right. I think that this is pretty much a shot at that Jets offense. But when you're looking at this game, this is a Broncos offense that hasn't been that great as either. But Teddy Bridgewater, 33-11 against the spread as a starter, 2-0 as a Broncos starter at quarterback. But I would fade this. That's just a lot of points to lay for a team that was only favored by 3 points against the Giants and 6 points against the Jaguars. That's just a lot of points to be laying in the NFL.
I hear you, and let's not lay these points for you, Eric. She's off to a good start. You're gonna have to catch up, all right?
I'm going to get a double-digit
Second
spread out of
question.
here.
It's worth 250 points. Mac Jones, he's making his case right now for Offensive Rookie of the Year as the current favorite at plus 300 odds. Name 2 of the 3 players tied at 1,200 odds.
Ooh. I'm gonna go the Steelers with Najee Harris.
Okay.
And Jamar Chase with the Bengals.
That is correct. 250 points. Zach Wilson is the other player. Alex, tell me, who you got out of these young studs to win Offensive Roy?
It's tough to go against Mac Jones right now when you look at what he's been able to do so far, pretty much because he's the only candidate. The other candidates right there haven't really done anything. Mac stepped into almost the perfect situation for a rookie quarterback, with a great offensive line and a great quarterback. But if you are going to look somewhere else, I like Justin Fields right now, getting the start this weekend. If he's able to turn things around in Chicago and do those flashy plays that he was doing at Ohio State, I think that he could be a guy that maybe could take over as Offensive Rookie of the Year from Mac Jones. But right now, I think it's his award to lose.
All right, we're watching now for Justin Fields and Mac Jones, who seems is going to be the ROY Roy Rookie of the Year. And we got a tight game here. I'm ready to go.
Right.
Question 3, 250 points. Don't cheat it. This week has brought a lot of turmoil to the NFL, especially with the betting odds for an AFC champion. Can you name one team whose week 2 performance did not change their odds to win the AFC? Oh, okay, Katie.
I think it's Kansas City, right? Even though they lost, I don't think their odds changed.
Great guess. Incorrect. Eric, can you steal?
Can I steal? I'm gonna say the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, you're both wrong. The answer is the Cleveland Browns. So, Alex, tell me, out of the teams who currently have the odds, where do you see the best value for coming out of the AFC?
Yeah, if you're asking me just pure value, I think it's the Chargers right now at plus 1,700. I mean, they have a huge game this weekend against the Chiefs. If they're able to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, you're not going to be able to find 1,700 anywhere. They're going to be in the driver's seat for that AFC West division. But the Browns, they do surprise me at plus 750. This is a good Browns team that almost beat the Chiefs. So they're playing for everything. I think this is a team that could win the AFC North. So I like the Browns, but if you're asking me value, the Chargers at plus 1,700 right now.
Feels like the AFC is wide open early on in the season, so those sounds like a lot of good bets. And what I'm betting on right now is this might be the decider. So y'all better gear up. 250 points. There are 7 undefeated teams playing in week 3. Can you name the only one that is not favored in the spread? Eric, who you got?
I got this one. The LA Rams.
He's got it.
No, that is incorrect. Can you still?
No, I thought it was the LA Rams too.
Okay.
The answer is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh.
So now, Alex, do you put it all on Brady covering the spread, or do you have faith in the Rams that they can back it up against the Bucs?
I think Eric won that one because I think that line flipped. I think the Chargers or the
I
Rams,
looked at that earlier
are
today.
favored right now.
If it has
they're
flipped,
underdogs. Yeah, the Bucs.
If it has flipped, then Eric will get that. I'll go to the judges in a second.
I'll take
talk
it.
to me. Talk to me about the spread.
But I like the Bucs to win this game and to cover. I'm going to lay the 1.5 with the Bucs going against the Super Bowl champs. Listen, the Rams have been off to a great start this season, but they've only faced Carson Wentz and Andy Dalton. Tom Brady, a whole different beast.
All right. Well, that sounds good to me. And what also sounds good, not so much for you, Katie, is that Eric is our winner once again.
There we go.
Once again, and is going to give us the New York Short Shot. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great right now. Got my second W. I'm 2-0 right now.
Okay.
Katie, you gotta step it up.
I gotta step it up. This is 2 weeks though. You tried to rob my guy here. I could have came in with this deal.
Listen, odds, what do we say? Odds are subject to change, and if they flip, that ain't on me, but I'll never flip on you because when we come back, we're getting our portfolios in our bag tonight for you to make all your bets. It's the Betting Exchange. We'll be right back. Make money, make money, make money.
You might as well hammer the money line.
I'm taking the Cowboys money line.
Life is too short to bet the under. Sometimes you just gotta let it ride.
Total touchdown scored over 5.5.
I'm gonna take the under on this one.
You got 150 points,
I like the Steelers in this one.
but you are not
I'm gonna fade the Giants.
My New York short shot is the Buffalo Bills beating the Miami Dolphins.
All right,
right.
you know what?
I'm
Eric
right.
got
You
it
know what?
first.
I
Eric
watched
got it
that.
right.
correct. Y'all got jokes out there, for real.
Well, letting it ride was the right thing to do, guys, because that money line hit. I mean, come on, nobody really thought the Cowboys were going to win that one, except for us. If you rode with us, then you made a lot of money. Welcome back to the Betting Exchange, everybody, live on MSG, and we have made it to the portfolio section tonight. This is the money section where we give you our best bets for the night. We're going to have something on the spread, which can be money line as well. We're going to have a take on the total, and then, of course, the fun one, the prop bet. So starting me off first, Jeff, my guy.
All right, we're going to Kansas City. I am laying that 6.5 with the Kansas City Chiefs against the Chargers. I understand the Chargers played 2 close games, but they ain't seeing offense like Kansas City. They are in Kansas City, and on top of that, I think there's going to be some revenge on their minds. They're going to want to make a statement after what happened Sunday night. And it's about even money, too. You're telling me all I need is for Kansas City to beat the Chargers by a touchdown to make some money? I'm taking that all the way.
Nice.
All right, I mean, I agree with you in the sense that there's going to be some revenge here. They didn't like to be embarrassed like that in Baltimore. But historically, the Chiefs are not that good at covering the spread. So that's kind of a big one for them. They win all the time, but they don't always cover. So I'll be looking out.
I just need the defense to hold me down one time. I just need Kansas City defense. Honey Badger, do
one
that for me,
stop.
please.
All right. Eric, who you like?
I like the Steelers over the Bengals. The spread is -3 points.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one. Big Ben, listen, he's owned the Cincinnati Bengals in his career. I played against him several times from his rookie year all the way now. That's a lot of experience beating the Bengals. So listen, this is a good quarterback. He's got great weapons with him. I'm gonna go with the Steelers beating the Bengals.
Big Ben banged up a little bit though. Doesn't worry you at all?
Big Ben is always banged up. He's always on the injury report. I got a shoulder, I got an ankle, and then he comes out and throws for 300 yards. So
All right.
him being on the injury report doesn't bother me.
All right,
John
that
Wick.
doesn't bother us here. Alex, who you like?
Katie, you're going to like this one. I like the Niners. I'm going to lay the points. This is a bad spot for the Packers. Short week for them. No pass rush. Jimmy G should be able to look great against this Packers defense that has shown some weaknesses. So I'm going to lay the points with the Niners.
Hey, you know I love that. I love the Niners.
I bet you do.
Worth noting, too, Aaron Rodgers has a tough time at Levi's. He's 0-4-1 as an underdog at Levi's Stadium, so I like that bet a lot. I'm looking at the Cardinals and the I pronounce it Jaguars, Jaguars, however you want to say it. The Jags.
Jaguars.
Yeah, so I'm liking the Cardinals and the Jags here. Look, Cardinals obviously looking like one of the best teams in the NFL. Jags, on the other hand, looking like one of the worst teams. Like we said, Kyler Murray up for MVP. So, look, I like this bet a lot, but the public is hammering this one, which scares me a little bit, which is why I'm taking the Cardinals, in the first half -4.
Yep.
Tell me your total.
All right. Over under Baltimore, Detroit. Detroit is averaging 25 points per game. Baltimore's averaging 35 points per game, and they've hit over 49 combined in the first 2 games of the season. The math is mathing for me, as I like to say, and I think the Lions are going to be playing from behind, so I'm going with the over.
All right, Eric?
I'm going to the West Coast with the Kansas City Chiefs against the Los Angeles Raiders. The over is 55.5, and there is entirely too much offense out there on the field for them not to reach this. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Mike Williams has 18 catches this year. Justin Herbert's doing a great job of putting up points, and we all know what KC does when they get the ball.
Give me that 6.5. Please.
And help him out, too.
Yeah. Alex, who you like?
I'm going to college football, and I'm going to the Wisconsin-Notre Dame game, and I'm going with the under in that game. Notre Dame's offense is no good, and Wisconsin does 2 things well: play defense and run the football. Perfect recipe for an under.
All right, I actually like that too. I was looking at that earlier today. I'm going with the Patriots and the Saints and the over 41.5. That line actually moved. As we said, lines are subject to change to 43.5, which to me means I'm on the right track here because the line only moves when the money does or there's an injury. And look, obviously, Jameis Winston, he looked great in game 1, terrible in game 2. I think we're going to get a little middle line here. And obviously, I think the Patriots are going to be looking forward to that week 4 against the Bucs. So I don't think the Saints win this one, but I think we can get some points on the board, so I like the over. Prop bets.
All right, let's go. Giants, Falcons, 1 TD each half. They've given up 15 TDs combined this season, and I just think there's going to be a lot of offense. Their offense has been clicking from week 2, so I think they're going to score a lot of points. Who's going to stop people, I don't know, but I think there's going to be points scored.
All right.
Nice. My prop bet is Tom Brady, 2.5 touchdowns for this game.
Wow.
I'm going over. Tom Brady, listen, that's all he does is produce touchdowns. He's done it year after year after year. I'm going with the over in this one. Who you got?
Yeah, it's hard to bet against Tom Brady. Okay, again, I learned that in the Super Bowl last year. Who do you like, Alex?
I am not overthinking this one. I'm going with Lamar Jackson over 77.5 rushing yards. He's gone over that total in every game so far this season. So don't think it, just bet it.
Don't think it, just bet it. That is some solid advice from our sports betting expert.
Doesn't Lamar got a sore hip from doing that flip into the end zone?
He does. So there is that. And look, guys, I'm going to take the Bills home total points over 26.5 here. Obviously, the offense got to a little bit of a slow start in week 1 against the Steelers. And yeah, I mean, Washington has a great defense, but they let Danny Dimes put up 29 points on them. And all the Bills have to do is get to 26.5. I think they can do it. The Washington football team is going to have to be a little bit better against this Bills offense. All right, so those are our bets. Any bet that you guys are riding with that you heard tonight?
I think I'm gonna ride with mine. I like everything everything I'm going with. I mean, listen, I am 5-0 on these bets so far, so I'm doing something. So I like what I'm doing.
All right, well, I am 5-0 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 4-2. I'm holding it down myself.
Damn, 2 losses. That's crazy.
But I like that Chiefs for +6.
All right, well, we're doing pretty good, all right, on our portfolios, people. You are watching The Betting Exchange live on MSG. Next up, the last call, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to The Betting Exchange. Yo, I love this show. I have so much fun with y'all, but you know when you have too much fun, you might overstay your welcome, and it's time for us to get out of here. But before we do, it's time for the last call, our rapid fire prop bet proposition, where they're gonna convince us which way we should go. Katie, are you ready?
Of course I'm ready.
Okay.
Always ready.
Well, first off, we're going to the NFL. Okay. So teams are starting 0-2, and 12% of those teams usually make the playoffs. So or 12% of the teams make the playoffs, meaning it's slim pickings. So who is your sleeper pick to make the playoffs that started 0-2?
That started 0-2. I'm going to go with the Colts on this one, guys. Yeah, they started 0-2, but looking at their schedule, I kind of thought that they would start 0-3. I mean, it's just been really tough. They had Seattle, they had the Rams, but look at their, the AFC South, look at their division. They should be able to sweep the Texans. They should be able to sweep the Jags, and they're probably going to split with the Titans. So at plus 144, I think this is the best value.
Got a great defense, too.
Yeah, I'm locking in with Miss 5-0.
Yeah.
Locking in with her. Eric, next for you is the passing yards leaders in the NFL. Right now, Patrick Mahomes is at plus 350, the favorite, followed by Tom Brady and Dak Prescott. Who is your lock to win it all this season as passing leader?
All right, when I think about the passing yards leader, I'm not talking about the MVP. Obviously Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, those guys are going to be there, but I'm looking at Dak Prescott with the Dallas Cowboys. He and Kellen Moore are really have fallen into sync with one another. They're in a great groove right now. Amari Cooper, all the great weapons that Dak Prescott has, they put up a lot of yards. It's great to see him mobile out there, throwing the ball hard, just back to his old form so early in the season.
Oh, he's been on fire. It's been really fun to watch.
Yeah, it's good to see him coming back from that injury and playing strong. I'd love to see it. Mr. Glaze, we are talking the WNBA playoffs, and the New York Liberty are back, baby. First time since 2017. They are the 8th seed, and they are facing the Phoenix Mercury. Right now, the over-under is at 165.5 points for the game. Where are you putting your money, the over or the under?
Man, well, these are two teams that have played 3 times already this season, and that total's gone over that number twice. Something to keep an eye on, though. Diana Taurasi questionable for this game for the Mercury, so that's something to definitely keep an eye on there. But these are two teams that like to run and get after it offensively. So right now, I'm going to go with the over. It opened at 162.5, and it's continued to climb. So I'm going to grab it right now before it gets too high for me.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall task, but I'm always supporting the Liberty. I'm glad to see them back, and good luck to y'all. And good luck to Mr. Coleman. He's had a lot of luck. 2-0 in the big bet theory. Man, that's crazy.
He's got those NFL reflexes.
He does. But it's time for him to give you the New York Sure Shot, the local pick. Who you got?
All right, New York, for my local pick, I can't deal with the Giants, and I damn sure can't bet on the Jets. So I'm going to go back out west to the Buffalo Bills, beating the Washington football team this week. They did a great job for me last week. They're playing great football. I think Buffalo is going to come through again for me 2 weeks in a row.
I mean, my guy gave you the sure shot last week, and it was the Bills, and it cashed. I'm going to ride with you on this one, and it helps out my profit.
Let's get it.
Buffalo, Western New York, get the tables once again for the second week in a row. Eric is riding with you. That is the New York Sure Shot. And listen, we had a dope time today.
Oh, yeah.
Katie, Eric, Alex, and B. Moore, we're doing this, and we love y'all for watching. This is the Betting Exchange, live on MSG. And until next time, make money. Don't let the money make you. We'll see you next time.